Magavanan Melanin. Today we're going to look at caves. Whether a cave can be used as a survival shelter or whether it's just a hole in the ground. We're at the Castle Rock State Park in California in the beautiful Santa Cruz Mountains. So follow me, we're going to explore some caves. Okay, a cave is just a hole in the ground. It's not necessarily a perfect structure for Fred Flintstone to live in. So if you're out there and you need to use a cave for shelter, you basically have to deal with what you get. Some are very useful, some are very difficult to adapt to. Here's one we found. It's got some issues with accessibility. You've got to do a little climbing to get into it, but once you get inside, it's got possibilities. So let me go ahead and do some climbing here. Check it out. So imagine if you're living here, you get all those holds and climbing moves down to where you do it unnaturally. But there's plenty of room in here. It's a pretty flat floor. Okay, as you can see, it's got a pretty flat floor. The ceiling is not too high where I'm bumping my head regularly. And if you look down here, the rock is blackened. Obviously,
keep going.
Sure, okay. As you can see there, the rock is blackened. So some people have been using this for a fire. Maybe recently, maybe many hundreds of thousands of years ago, but this has been here for a long time, and I'm sure the natives, before the Europeans came to America, were using this as a shelter as well. Of course, there's cave paintings, but there's modern graffiti. One issue here is there's a big opening here. It's likely to be kind of drafty. One way of adapting some of these shelters is you can weave a sort of basket-made wall to cover up some of the areas. Of course, depends on the cave, depends on how the layout of the cave is and whether that's drafty. It's all about adapting to nature rather than making it happen yourself. So let's check out another couple caves here we'll look at just to see what the variation's like. All right, okay, here's another cave. It's a little smaller, but I kind of like it because it's got a good enclosure. And for me, I would favor the dirt on the bottom, the sand, because you can sort of just push it around and make it figure forming, like a bed. It can be made soft. Put some bedding in here. Here's a place so you might have a fire, or maybe back here someplace. And it's got coverage here, so I don't think you get a lot of breeze coming through here. There's a little hole here you could block up. You could make this cozy. Right now, we're in the early summertime in the Santa Cruz Mountains of California. We had a wet winter, but it doesn't seem to be really damp in here right now. Looking around here, it looks like there's a lot of carbon here. So it looks like this is a previously used place for a fire. And it tells you basically over 100 or 1,000 years people have tested this and found out what works for this cave for habitation. So I can see myself sleeping overnight here. If I found this, I'd save my time, save my energy, making any kind of shelter on my own, and use my time for other things. So let's check out some of the caves, see what else is out here. Okay, I'm having some beef jerky and creme in this temporary rock shelter. You could call this a cave if you wanted to. The real advantage of this place is that it can be a temporary protection from the rain. If you're on the trail, you need something to sit out the rain. But the floor is not flat, and it's a very low overhead. You can't stand up in here, can't lay down comfortably. I don't see spending a lot of time in here unless you have a storm to wait out. If you want to feel comfortable in a position like this, the squat is almost tailor-made for this, because no matter how sloping the floor or ground is, this is self-leveling and you can be quite comfortable like this. Anyway, again, this is only going to function as a temporary rain shelter, a place to escape to and maybe hide in, but it's not going to be a long-term shelter for anybody. Just keep that in mind. That's just the way caves are. They are just holes in the ground, not Fred Flintstone's suburban house. Anyway, that's my little presentation on caves as shelters. If you have anything you'd like to share about caves and your experiences, give me a comment in the comment section. If you like this video, go ahead and like it. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to keep working on making more interesting videos like this. And anyway, I thank you for watching.